A tisket, a tasket, a green and yellow basket. Do you know that nursery rhyme? Look, baskets are great. We can use them for so many different things, like when we're shopping, we go to the library, we're going on picnics, but we also can use them in our homeschooling with something that's called a morning basket. Is this something that you've heard about? Like, I get asked, what do you do in your morning basket? Or do you have a morning basket? And some people, when they get asked that, also then just have like almost a deer in the headlight look, like a morning basket. I don't know about that. What should I be doing? Is it something that I should be doing? Ooh. Hi, and welcome to Learning Life, and thank you so much for joining me today. Have you heard about morning baskets in homeschooling? Is that something that you do? Or is that something that you were wondering if you should I be doing that? Let me say, honestly, there are a lot of things that we hear of as shoulds that really are just sort of like, that would be nice or totally optional. Because the great thing about homeschooling is that we make it work for us. And for some, that means like doing a morning basket routine. And for others, that is not. Like, we do what works for you. And, I love bringing homeschooling videos because, I really want to help people. I want them to help up and feel like that they're successful in their homeschooling, that they're doing what is right for them. And so I thank you so much for watching it. Thank you for your likes and subscribes and comments and just joining me in this learning life. So morning baskets and morning basket routines, do you know what they are? Do you have them? What are morning baskets? A morning basket is essentially just like a collection of materials that you and your children are going to use together at the start of each homeschool day. And it can include a lot of things like read alouds, like arts, like different games, anything really that you want to incorporate into your homeschool routine, your basket. And it will look different for every family. It also doesn't have to be called a morning basket. You can call it what you like. Is this circle time or family time? I've even heard people call it their power hour. It is whatever you like. It's generally called a morning basket because, ta-da, you keep all those materials together in a basket. Why have a morning basket routine? Well, they really can help to set that tone for the day. Maybe it's providing structure and routine that you need, to really sort of help to get that in. And, in that we can look at some different things, like new materials, we can discuss, critical thinking. There are these shared activities. And many families who have this range of ages find that these morning baskets are a great way to start the day and actually do some subjects together so that the day doesn't drag on. You have 5 children who are, 5 different levels and doing different things. It can perhaps feel overwhelming that they're doing all the, what if you did some subjects together and then they can go off and do their core things on their own? Because these can be easily tailored to meet the unique needs and the interests of each family. You get to pick what goes in there. And you get to pick, and make sure that it aligns with your educational goals. What are your preferences? What do you want to be doing? Because there is no one right way of doing a morning basket routine. But here are some key reasons, why families do actually have them. And really it is routine, a structured start to the day. There's positive tone. We're going to focus. It's this sense of normalcy. We are together. It's also family bonding. And we're all as a family coming together and starting the day on this positive note. It's an opportunity to connect, that you're going to read together and discuss, engage in meaningful conversations that you might not have time in the day otherwise to be doing it. It is encouraging a love for learning because we can have a wide variety of educational things in here. We've got books, we've got poems, we've got art, we've got other resources. What a great way to expose our children to diverse range of subjects and materials. And let's do it early in the day while our brains are still really active. We're cultivating that learning environment because, new topics, exposure to new ideas, new concepts, and we're doing this together And hopefully it will then spur them on to want to go and, research some more. A stress-free start. Wouldn't you like that? We've done breakfast, we've done our chores, and now we're going to start with our morning basket. And it just helps to reduce that stress and the anxiety for both parents and children. They know what they're doing. It's this designated time. We're going to quiet read. We're going to reflect. We're going to discuss, and then from that, we can go into our other subjects. What can you put in a morning basket? What would you like to put in it? Because it really is up to you. Most families aim 45 minutes to an hour for their morning basket. So when it's what should we put in there? No, the question should be, what is important to you to include, and what can we all learn together? Remember, this is a great way for families to come and we're doing certain things together. Now, is it true that your younger ones might not get as much out of the morning basket as the older ones? But you know what? Our younger ones are there. They're learning to sit. They're learning to listen, to engage. Our older ones are learning how to communicate to younger ones. There are so many great things. Now, here are some things that you could have as part of it. Remember, these are coulds, would be nice, possibles. They are not shoulds, because everyone should be doing it differently. We're going to have our read alouds. These chapter books that we're reading together. Maybe it's memorization, of a poem or Bible passages, if that's important to you. And in that vein, devotions and Bible reading together as a family. It's a great way to study poets and poetry. You could do artist studies and art history and art lessons together. Get some drawing in there, some other art. You could do music appreciation and composer studies, or some nature studies, map work, logic games, critical thinking games, journaling, etc., etc. Do you see, there are so many different things that you can be putting in there. Really, it's up to what do you want to put in there. Do you have to do a morning basket? The answer is simply no. It's a personal preference. You don't have to have a morning basket. If it's not going to work for you, then don't do it. If it is too much for you, then don't do it. You do not have to do a morning basket. What if it isn't working? If your children are showing boredom, a hesitancy to do this morning basket routine, look at what you're doing. Ask them what they would like to do, what would make it better for them, because their input is always invaluable. Maybe it's just too much and you need to cut back. You can even stop it for a while and see if that makes a difference. There should be something that's working for you. And if it doesn't, then you need to change it up. But also look at the expectations of your children. Are you expecting them to sit quietly throughout this entire time unless they are answering a question? What are you expecting of them? Because these morning baskets should be fun and also be varied. So when it's not working or we're looking at it, remember, you don't have to do everything every day. We can get caught into that trap. No, you could do read alouds every day, but we do memorization Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Tuesday and Thursday is an artist study for a few months, and then we flip that over to composer study. It's varied. You want to make it work for you. You want to make it fun. You want it to be something that is truly going to work for you. So morning baskets can be the best thing for you, or they might not be. I personally don't do a morning basket because of how we're set up and with what we have, with our mornings. But could it be something that could work? Absolutely. I think that they can be great, and I love hearing what different people have in their morning baskets. So do you do a morning basket? I would love to know what you include. It's always fun to see the variety that comes out, and it's great. If you're doing one and looking for some new ideas, you could maybe check out comments below or feel free to ask a question. I would love to be able to help you come up with something that is great for you and that really works for you. So thank you so much for watching today and being part of this learning life. You can help get these videos out there by becoming a champion. And you can check that out at patreon.com. But don't forget to check out my website, LearningThis.Life. Here you'll find the list of things that you can put into morning baskets, other great things that I have, written and spoken about homeschooling. And then there's great things like pocket packs, which you could always put into your morning baskets as a fun activity to do as a family. And if you are new to homeschooling and want to know how to do it, then you can check out my course on how to homeschool.